Yeah, the best way to enjoy a used cigarette, but that's not yours. Stick it in your pipe and put that in your pipe and smoke it. Now, I haven't caught anything yet, thankfully enough. I do get tested every now and then. But this is a much safer way of doing this. This is to say, fuck putting a used butt in your mouth and just squeeze it into your pipe, just like that. Yeah. And you can see the trash can is underneath the vice clamp. What could he be doing? Oh, and the time it took me to paint in Mod Podge one wand, I had the other one painted, and it's just about ready for that's pretty dry. Hang on a second. Well, let's take a look at the first wand I finished for the next batch. Right here. Most of it's clear, but I painted the tip black because I accidentally got a little bit of red on it from doing the other one. And the handle's wrapped very nicely. I Mod Podged it mostly. So it's mostly like no paint, just a nice clear coat. So here's a wand being sold on Etsy. Yeah. Well, Steve says he's gay. That's cool. You know, I'm not here to judge. It's just more pussy for me. And that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a shit if you're gay or trans or whatever. That's your life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this wand looks to be done and at the point of being dry. There we go. There's one wand for the batch. Right there on the edge where it kind of creeps up a little bit. Hold on. There we go. All right, hold on a second. There you go. There was some bark that was on there. There we go. Much better. There was some excess bark that was on there. I took that off. There we go. That looks much better. It's got a cool looking color to it. I didn't put very much paint on here, just the natural grain of it. And you got the handle of it right here. It definitely feels like a wand when you hold it in the hand. Excellent. This one is just about done and needs to be Mod Podged on the wand itself. The handle's got Mod Podge on it, but it's dry enough I can handle it without any difficulties. I'm sure we can put that back on the vice clamp. We'll take our Mod Podge and we're going to make it really shiny on the one part. This is much better than focusing on the stresses and woes of dating and all that bullshit. Crafting works of art. Yeah, look at that. So I want to get the entire wand covered. And a nice coating of Mod Podge. Nice even coating. Way around here. There we go. Looks nice. So it's going to require a lot of sanding. Try to focus on the two at a time instead of, yeah. Oh, shit. This one didn't take too terribly long to finish. It actually came together nicely enough. The handles on there pretty solid. It's gonna dry like cement when it's pretty much drying off where it's not coming off. Oh, it's going good, Rachy Rails. Just sitting here getting my next batch of wands for Etsy set up. This one doesn't have a whole lot of paint on it, just a little bit on the tip there. It's kind of cool looking. I pretty much used the grain of the wood for this one and made it really shiny with the Mod Podge. I mean, here's a wand without paint, just straight podge and sand. Because I'm always sitting here going, okay, well, how am I going to, what color am I going to paint my wands? I've got a red, an orange, a yellow, a green. Like, if I literally have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, that's only 6. Which means I got 4 more that need to be painted. Well, if you include the one I have in my hand with no paint, okay, then pretty much, I get an all black one, all white one, which leaves 2, which means out of all those put together, I get 1 that I can custom color whatever I feel like doing. Getting them thrown together and stuff, you know. Not necessarily, no. The paint doesn't affect the magic. It's just the paint gives it more or less an aesthetically pleasing look to the person, I guess. The first actual wand finished in the batch, and it doesn't look half bad. The handle is nicely wrapped. I cannot specify when the next batch will be ready. All I can do is work on them, and then I'll list them when I can. But yeah, this one didn't turn out too bad. It's not, the point on it is definitely defined, but it's not so sharp that it could stab somebody. You know, it's sharp enough you could tell what it is when you hold it, but it's not so sharp you could stab somebody with it. This would make an excellent addition to your collection of wands, or a prop for a movie, or for a play or something, you know, or if you're a cosplayer. And you can see the natural grain of the wood with it too. And there's, yeah, this is where I accidentally got red spray paint on it. I didn't mean to. I was trying to stick with the natural grain of it, but it seems to be the only spot I've gotten it on. Hang on a second. There we go. Just a little bit of that black would be fine. But like, there we go. Take care of that red speck of paint. It looks a lot better. There we go. Now we're in business. There's the first one in the batch done. That is a good question. Can my wands cast love spells? I think love is a pointless magic, but yes, they can. I'm giving you stuff you can cast spells with. They don't work if you try to cast a spell of any kind on the person who created the wand. It's not necessarily going to work, unfortunately. So, yeah. But you could use this wand to attract love to your life, yes. You can use magic for that sort of thing. Carla says, have you used a love spell on yourself? Nope, can't say that I have. I've seen really no use for love. It's kind of stupid. It doesn't pay your bills. It doesn't. It can only provide temporary happiness, much like lighting a cigarette, because eventually you light it, you puff on through it, you enjoy your cigarette, and then the cigarette's done. All of a sudden you're craving another one. I could, but I'm not going to. The stickers and pins are going to go with the wands, of course. And the stickers are going to go on the, what do they call it? The certificates of authenticity are to be used on the stickers. The stickers are going to be used on the certificates, yeah, so it'll look more legit. Now, here's the thing about love spells. A lot of people think that, okay, if you cast them on a specific person, that'll make that person just automatically, Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's a bit more complex than that. You can't just magically cast a spell on somebody and force that person to be in love with you. It doesn't work like that. Believe me, if it did, there'd be a lot of people who'd be abusing that power. You know what I'm saying? The most you can do with a love spell is attract somebody to your life that you would find attractive in some way, shape, or form. But that first wand for the batch looks really good. Looks good. It feels good in the hand. It looks good. Yeah, but the sticker's also got my autograph on it, so, I haven't gotten the crystal for the scepter just yet. I still need to get copper wire and quartz crystal for the scepter, and I can do that when my tax returns come in. This shouldn't be too much longer. Well, I try to avoid making videos of of me on my bike just because it's not very safe driving with one hand and trying to film with the other, and then I get worried about dropping the phone. I wouldn't say I'm gonna have more wands. I might have. I'll get a couple, like, let's see, between this one that I have here, plus the scepter right there that I'm working on, plus that one, there's 3. 4, 6, 8. Well, I end up having 10 in this, just like the other batch, but I'll need to find like 2 more sticks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one will also take a lot of sanding, but I could make a... Okay, there's stick number 9. Couple of these are going to take a lot of sanding. Finding one more stick to make a wand for the batch isn't going to be difficult, so I've got all the sticks. I've already got like 3 of them almost done. The first one is practically done, and the second one is almost done. And once that's dry enough to a point where I can sit it down, let it continue drying and all that sort of thing. Yes, but this this is sellable. And I'm sure people understand if I don't accept your friend request right away on Facebook, don't take it personal. It's just, you know. I've had a lot of people fuck with me on social media, so it's like, you know, I wouldn't mind accepting friend requests from fans and shit, but I'm flattered you said that, Matt Spencer, but that wouldn't work, unfortunately. So I guarantee you that if you pulled out a wand to stop somebody shooting you with a gun, like, it'd be cool if you could deflect bullets with a wand, like in a movie or some shit. But unfortunately, that doesn't work like that. Is the tank top I'm wearing for sale? You know, I don't know. A fan made it for me and sent it to me, so I really honestly don't know. Are they really making a Lord of the Rings TV show? Well, ain't that a kick? Excuse me. A Lord of the Rings TV show, huh? That will be most interesting indeed. trust me, if they're a Hollywood produced show, they'll have people for that kind of thing. They're not gonna want something like this for a TV show. They'll have prop makers that'll design stuff. Well, the one I'm wearing right now, no, I wouldn't sell this. A fan gave it to me. This is, I don't know. Your wands have a realistic look to them. That's because my wands are real to a degree. You can perform real magic with these, but it only goes only so far. Like, you can't fly around on broomsticks. It'd be nice if you could. Be a hell of a way to get around town. Just you know what I'm saying? But real magic is so much more complex than that. Not really, no. Corbin says, will it make my bigger? To answer your question, Corbin Harmon, no. But nice if it did. I'd be a rich motherfucker. But then guys like me wouldn't have all the fun now, would we? Having that upper hand on the dating scene. Not trying to toot my own damn horn, but I like having a big dick, man, because chicks trying it out for the first time, and some of them get hooked on that shit. They're just like, yo. Fuck being pussy whipped when I can be the one doing some dick whipping, you know what I'm saying? Like, making chicks fiend for that shit like heroin. Just kidding. I don't know if it's that bad, no, but I've never heard any other women I've had sex with complain, to be honest. So, yeah. That's gonna be a good thing, I guess. I'm not going to completely close that, but there we go. I'll close it a little bit more there so it's not so, yeah. Now, the only reason I flexed is because I had a female fan in chat. She was like, hey, show us your arm candy. I'm like, well, you can't deny my female fans that. How crass of me would it be to deny my female fans what they want to see? Like, they want to see these things right here. Yeah. I also got my sweatshirt because it's cold as fuck in my apartment. I don't care. it keeps the smell of tobacco out of my apartment, so that way, if I do smoke tobacco in my apartment, it doesn't fog out and make my apartment stink. It's just a good call to have that window wide open, or at least cracked at the very least, so that it doesn't fog out my shit. I was looking for my ponytail holder and I found it. And the bandana decides to pull one of those numbers. I'm like, nope. Nope, we tucking in. There we go. God damn it, that doesn't mean the whole thing comes undone, you bastard. There we go. Fold it over like that. Oh, the party was good. I stayed for a couple beers and then I left. Jeremy had called me back and decided not to go to the party after all, so I ended up going. And after I left that party, went to a friend's house, had some more fun, and then went to another friend's house, had even more fun, and then I came back here after a bit. Now, granted, I didn't get any nookie, but I got hella wasted. After about four plus beers, and then, yeah. Oh, it's a good thing I just emptied that and that I didn't spill it or knock it over. God damn it. There we go. Geez, when did getting your sweatshirt to turn into a fucking Olympic event? Or trying to speak or enunciate words properly for that matter. Oh, that's better. I was a little bit chilly, but the sweatshirt's helping with that. Excellent. As you can see, I have a wand on the vice clamp. I already have one wand I've completed for the next batch. Yes, it is. That's the keyboard I use for GarageBand. I plug it in the back of my computer when GarageBand's turned on, and if I have it selected to a keyboard-like instrument on GarageBand, I can basically play the keyboard without using the keyboard on my computer. So I have a nice, wider, versatile, you know. I'm horrible at piano. Play something on the piano, he says. Let's see, if I open up GarageBand, and now if I go to new track and make it voice track. A software instrument, yes, create. And as you can see, it has like a little musical typing keyboard on there. That's cute. But if I go to orchestral and harp, now what happens if Facebook, let's say, this dusty keyboard of sorts, and where's the remember what the fuck I did with the cord for this thing. Oh, shit. That's the damnedest thing I could have sworn I just did. I hardly ever use the effing thing, so that's probably why I can't find it. Now, ain't that just the damnedest thing? Sitting here thinking to myself, oh, maybe is this the chord I'm looking for? Yes, I think it is the chord I'm looking for. Like the one fucking Star Wars reference. These are not the droids you're looking for. Or is this the chord I'm looking for? Is this the goddamn chord is this the chord this is the chord you're looking for? Oh, we're about to find out, aren't we? Huh. It doesn't want to go in there. Oh, you piece of fucking shit. Oh, you rat scallion. Shag nasty shit heel. Tongue guzzling. Of course, there's two chords with the same end. Let's try this one. This one looks a little bit thinner than the other one. So maybe we'll have some luck with this one. Hey, you got a little keyboard playing something. Well, bad news, Bob. It looks like that's not going to fucking happen. One of those fucking ports with the back of the computer. Rubbish. So what the fuck are they doing? Let's try not to fucking way then. Wank. What a fucking load of pish posh bullshit. I could have sworn that I've already had maybe I already have the plugin for it ready to go. No. No, that one doesn't fit. Fucking load of wank. Let's try the shorter chord first. I mean, this seems like the logical one that would fit. If I remember correctly, it should go in. Yeah, there's a plug-in right there on the back of it that should... So why the fuck are they doing this shit then? You've got to be fucking joking. Surely it would fit in there then. That's not going to happen then, is it? No, it's not. Well, so much for that nonsense. Load of wank. That's the kind of thing, though. I mean, it's so frustrating. It's like, God damn it. Where's the fucking... musical typing then. It's not enter full screen. Why isn't... Well, I guess that's just for decoration now, because fucking... That's just not gonna happen, is it? Nope. Well... Can't say I'm not having a bad night. I'm sure I might have eaten my ear crusties when I was a kid, like really little and shit. Every kid does that to some extent. Well, I was gonna play some stuff on the piano for you all, but we need a food review. I just got done eating ramen, so I don't know. Don't really have a whole lot to What songs can I play on the keys? None. And there's still plenty. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Man. There's still plenty of time for that one to dry yet. I've literally made, well, since starting early in the morning, in between drying cycles, like 2 wands a day, or today, I should say. And like, I mean, once that's all said and done, dried, I've been literally 2 wands in one day. Which is pretty good. Of course, now I'm debating if I want to do a Satan's Pizza challenge or if I want to do a burger. Just putting Carolina Reapers on a pizza would be insane. Just putting Carolina Reaper on a pizza, yeah, buddy. I mean, I know, like, I could find stuff on the keys and shit to a degree and, like, play some little chunks here and there. I'm a lot better at guitar than I am at playing the keys. But I know how to play the piano well enough that I was able to, when I created the orchestra sound for Legends Never Die on the new album, I know enough on piano that I was able to produce that and make it match with the song at least. So, yeah. Mm. Oof. Well, my dad's out of town and I need groceries. I mean, I got enough food to get me by until for the next couple of days, so I'm not worried about it. But, like, I texted my stepmom to see if she could take me grocery shopping. And, 'cause I don't have a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try carrying 2 weeks worth of groceries on a bike, it just ain't gonna happen. Tomorrow's what, Friday? Yeah. not my choice, really. I mean, Scotty's like a little brother to me, so, you know, it's as close as it gets. And I just got done eating some ramen not too long ago. Didn't really think to do a review of it on YouTube because it just, you know, didn't really occur to me. Pating. Who might that be? Patinging. That's cool. Yeah, I was wondering where Alexander Campbell was. He said he was going to come hang out with me today, but looks like he got tied up. That's cool. No worries, no worries. He said he'd stop by tomorrow, so there you go. I think next time I get ingredients to make pizza, I might just have to make me a Carolina Reaper pizza. Oh yeah, eat that for YouTube. You get like a little bit of tomato sauce and a little bit of, like maybe 2 drops of Satan's blood and mix it in with this tomato sauce and get a really spicy cheese for it, you know. Yeah. Mm. Call it like the devil's pizza or some shit like that. I may end up doing it on a burger first before I do it on a pizza, just for the amount of subscribers I've been getting lately. I just ran out of burger patties, so I'll have to wait until I go grocery shopping. Looks like it's dry enough, it's not going to drip everywhere. That's what I'd like to see, man. Not gonna lie, an Elvis Presley bacon cheeseburger sound dank as fuck right now. Not really, no. That is a good question, though. Someone in chat asked, have I ever thought about being a chef? And the answer is no, not really. There's a lot of pressure to do that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I cook for the fun of it, really. Oh, I thought about it once or twice, but then I thought about how much pressure it is to work in a fast-paced kitchen. You know, there's a lot of pressure riding on you and your food and everything, and you know, so then I don't work well under pressure, to be honest. So, you know, that's what initially kind of turned me off from it, was realizing that, okay, it doesn't have to be, but it can be a very stressful job. Yeah. Oh, I have too. You know, I've met a lot of nice chefs. I've met a couple asshole chefs. It's just, it is what it is, you know. It really depends on the person, you know what I'm saying? Because there are some chefs that are just awesome to work with. I'm sure, you know, and there's some that aren't so nice to work with, you know, and it just depends on the person and how they were trained, you know. A lot of that depends on, though, you know, why be an asshole chef? If you have somebody working in a kitchen with you, you're part of that same team. You're part of that well-oiled machine, you know. That goes for any job, really. If you're the boss or not, you know, you're still a member of that team, whether you have more authority or not. And thank you, Ashley Ray. Spot on. It doesn't matter what job you have. It is a team effort, period. And if you have a lack of communication and a lack of good team effort skills, oh, it all goes to shit. It all goes to shit. Like, if you don't have good communication and a good team efforts types motivational skills, then any job you have is going to be ridiculous. I'm not touchy about the subject. I'm just saying, I'm speaking some goddamn truth here. It doesn't matter what fucking job you have. If there's bad team management skills in any job that you have, then it's not going to be the best place to work for it. It's going to lose its value, and you know. And when you're when the team you work with starts suffering because there's not a good work ethic going and what have you, then, all your customers going to see that. That's the thing of it. You know what I'm saying? Is that, will it affect your customers? And then if it starts affecting your customer intake a little bit, you know. Oh. To a degree, yes. Any job that you may have is like a ship or a well-oiled machine. And if someone's not doing their job properly, oh, touche. I thought you were saying touchy. My bad. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like touche. Yeah. There's one drawing on the vice clamp, but it's got all the Mod Podge on the handle dry, and then the Mod Podge on the wand itself is drying. I'll make 2 wands for the batch down, which means I got 8 more to make. Oof, I gotta sneeze. I'd be happy to, but I don't do personal engravings on wands just yet. That's something I might start doing with the next batch of wands that I make. Is any person who orders a clear wand without paint gets their name engraved on the side of it. Yeah. Because while that one dries on the vice clamp, I've already completed one wand for the next batch. Now, my mom might have time to take me grocery shopping tomorrow when she gets off of work. Or my stepmom, I should say. So, who I consider my real mom because, you know, my biological mother is psychotic. It makes you wonder where I get it from. Yeah, not really. Someone in chat sent me a link. Apparently, people's eyes were bleeding to death from smoking fake weed, and I'm just like, that's stupid. If any website sells something like that, then they're not going to be able to stay in business very long if people's eyes are bleeding to death. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to have regulations on it. Favorite Gothic horror movie? There's so many good ones out there. It's hard to pick just one. But it's so easy to focus on crafting my wands and getting that started than it is anything else, really. Can't say that I have seen it, no. Be chilling like an old school rockstar villain. You know my raps are the for realest in the 307 to the 701. Busted mad flows to the day I'm done. Might have to do the Grand Theft Auto 5 video sometime this weekend. Stuttering, still the one when tired friend. Times are gone like honest men. I don't check it very often, but I don't know how many subscribers I have on YouTube right at this current moment in time. 6,665 subscribers. That's still pretty impressive. Oh shit. If the guy that owns the ramen company sees this video, he will be forced to do the honorable thing and commit suicide. Wow. Who is that loser talking shit? Nobody. Exactly, nobody. Just some nobody with 24 subscribers and like 0 videos. How about you commit suicide and I fuck your mom on top of your grave? How about that, block user? And I take your mom's cum and I spray it all over your tombstone, you fucking loser. Report spam or abuse after I block them. Ha. Do you have merch that I missed? I want that shirt. He's probably talking about this one. This one's not mine. A fan created it for me, though. Love the video. Well, thank you. It's so nice of you. Like, one nasty comment, and the majority of them were either perverted, random, strange, or supporting, or saying, hey, awesome video. So that's really what it's all about, taking that with a grain of salt. My estimated YouTube revenue right now is $69.96. Huh. But still, 6,665 subscribers. It's still 3 6s. Yeah. And then I'll do a Carolina Reaper burger with some Satan's blood on it. I ain't cooking that end of the beef. No. No. It's pointless. You put hot sauce on the burger separately. Cooking it into beef is pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I've gained like 144 plus subscribers. About 24,316 views. 160,475 watch time altogether. That's not bad. about 359,252 views on the channel altogether. Damn, that one chip challenge got a lot of fucking likes. 67 likes. But literally, the Trails of the Abyss pillow video, the spicy noodle video, King Cobra malt liquor review, King Cobra does the one chip challenge. All these videos are getting more likes than dislikes. So, there you go. Haters can talk all the shit they want. So I don't think haters would like half of the things I'd have to say in response to their comments. And if I said half the things I said to these haters in the comment section, my comments would probably get flagged for violent and or repulsive content. Like if there was a sick and twisted button, fucking YouTube would be flagging that shit left and right. They'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit that people can pick on YouTube content creators, but as soon as the creator responds back, and if it's considered and deemed worst, they're considered and deemed. I made a new word, check that out. No, but if it's considered worse than what they did, then you get in trouble for it. That's so typical. Like the bully picks on you and you respond, but you get in trouble for it. You know, like what kind of shit is that? That's pretty sweet. That is something I can do. I can click on the, go through all my videos and review comments that I haven't reviewed yet. And if they're all nasty and negative, I can block them before I read the comments and then read their comment out loud and, of course, their YouTube username, rip them to pieces and laugh about it like a madman. Those could be insanely popular on my video channel, yeah. Like, warning, extremely graphic and disturbing content. Viewer discretion is advised. If you are triggered by words like cunt, retard, stupid, and or fuckhead, then do not watch. Because those are literally the words you could describe people that hate on other people for just trying to provide content for YouTube. And I'm not even focused on those assholes because I'm looking at this from the bigger picture. I'm seeing that people are liking, I'm getting a lot more love on my videos than I'm getting hate. So, because most people are like, this autistic goth motherfucker and his spicy food challenges. Yeah. I mean, dipping a Carolina Reaper in like a drop of Satan's blood and eating it, it's got view potential, but I think adding it to like a spicy ass burger would, you know what I'm saying? Because people are used to me doing burger videos on my YouTube, so as soon as I get some more ingredients, I'll be making a spicy bacon Satan's burger or some shit like that. It's gonna have bacon and some spicy ass cheese, some Carolina Reaper, and some Satan's blood. Ooh, it's gonna be a mean son of a bitch. I'm only gonna need like one Carolina Reaper for the entire burger. Just gotta chop it up and like mash it onto the burger and shit, or tear it up into pieces, you know. And, yeah, make it a cooking video and do it live on YouTube, and then film the cooking video from my phone. Because if I'm doing the video live on YouTube from this computer, they're gonna be like, okay, how the fuck do you make it? So I'll be doing a live ass. You know what? I want to just go live on Facebook and then do a regular cooking video instead. Because the nice thing about Facebook is you can filter through, you know, when you're doing YouTube live videos, and then you gotta sit there and deal with all the negative comments, and you gotta sit there and block people left and right. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to preach positivity for your own channel to a certain degree. I mean, being overly positive makes you a naive son of a bitch. But being overly negative makes you an asshole, so you gotta find a balance. If you're too nice of a person, you will get fucked over quicker than you can say hell's bells. One second, Facebook. Wash out this bitchin' bowl here for a second. There we go. I got pinged on Facebook again. I wonder who that could be. The nice thing about ramen is it's cheap. Like, you can transfer a couple bucks from PayPal or whatever and, you know, pick up a little bit. Who the fuck pinged me, I wonder, though? We're about to find out. We're about to find out, aren't we? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to make dankness. Facebook, I want to show you how to make some dankness. Yeah, I don't want to burn through your cell phone data. I go on YouTube Live on my phone. That's the only thing. And then, you know, open it all the way, and then it's like this tiny ass fucking hole, and you're sitting there like, and then you try to fucking open it up some more, and then maybe you're smart enough to do it like that. There we go. Now we're in business. But in some cases, you like, and you tear it open, and you get seasoning all over the place, make an ass of yourself. Yeah. Show you how to make some dankness. You see all that seasoning on there? Should be enough of that. And there for that. So then you put some water in it, see? Stick it in the microwave for about 10 minutes and forget about it. Is it going to cook there from the heat of the old farts? That's Head County Championship Original Seasoning and Tony Seasoning. I'll show those off again right quick. Just a pinch of this stuff. And then a pinch of this stuff. That's good. Combination right there. My farts are potent, but they're not that potent, yo. Is it going to cook from the heat of the old farts? No, I was merely demonstrating how to properly season your noodles before adding water and microwaving it. Easy enough. People think that making ramen noodles is hard. It's not. You don't even need a stove for that shit. And people wanted something, I guess, for a review or food or something on. Yeah. And making ramen noodles isn't exactly rocket science, but I'm going to have draining most of the water out so I can add sauce to it. Maybe some spicy mustard. SMB original hot mustard. Huh. I do have a can opener for this, which I'm definitely going to need one to get it open. I think they came with that carrot package with the fan scent. Oh, wow. could be a barbarian and just use a knife to stab it open, but I don't know. I think that'd be kind of dangerous. That was kind of weird. I go to use the can opener on it, and it just, pa-ting, it pops off. Cool. Sound like an M1 Grand clip being ejected, didn't it? I stopped it at 3 minutes and 34 seconds from that 10-minute burst to stir it up a bit, you know. I've never seen mustard in a can before. This is interesting. Or maybe it's like a powder, like a mustard powder. Yeah. It's got a little bit of heat to it. It's not ridiculously spicy, but it's got some heat to it. Just like a little bit of mayonnaise and some of that mustard powder. I'll try to dump some of the water out and stir it on the noodles. That'd be good as fuck. You know, I think this might be like mustard powder instead of actual mustard in a bottle like we have over here in the States. That would explain why it's got that consistency. But you can mix this with some mayonnaise and make some pretty dank egg salad with this, I'm just saying. Like a little bit of horseradish, some of the spicy mustard powder, and some mayonnaise to go on your egg salad sandwich. I think this came from a care package when the fans sent those anchovies and what have you. Hold on a second. Now I left some of the water at the bottom of the noodles in there on purpose, but I drained out the majority of the water in that. Just a little bit of water in there. All right. And now I'm getting white stuff all over my chair. Nope, I used a little bit of mayonnaise, pizza sauce, and some mustard powder, some beef, and some chicken ramen noodles, and some Tony's, and a little bit of that Head County seasoning. I drained most of the water out, but not all of it. Left a little bit in the bottom for this next process. Because now when I mix all these motherfuckers together, yes. Spicy mustard powder with a mayo. Boom. Just like that. Ah. Does kind of look like spaghetti, doesn't it? I mean, it smells good. Yeah. Yo. Okay, that's fucking delicious. That is the perfect combination of everything in one bowl. That is, yeah. That mustard powder gave it a little stanky heat. The flavors on that, I'm liking. Oh, yeah. Mm. That mustard powder gives it a nice spicy little kick to it. That's not bad at all. Mm. I like throwing food together like that and just, what the fuck do I got in my fridge? Okay. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some of that, some of that. Mm. If it wasn't so full off of ramen from earlier, I'd keep eating this, but I'm loving the ramen noodle food hacks. Simple as fuck. Yo, Facebook, you saw me put this together. What I put into it. It's got a nice burn to it, like horseradish, but it's not like overpowering. It burns kind of like horseradish in a way, where it clears out your sinuses, like a nice mild to medium horseradish. And it subsides with the flavor of everything else in these noodles, and it's like, yo. I should call this recipe Dragon Noodles. I don't know why, I just thought of it like that. Mm. Like shit, even the dollar stores fucking sell ramen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that big bag you see me carry my shotgun shells in. Sometimes I'll use that when I'm grocery shopping or going to the liquor store, so that way I got something to carry it in. Yeah. far as spicy mustard goes, that's pretty good. Well, I took a beef ramen noodle, a chicken ramen noodle, put the noodles in the bowl with both seasoned packets, tore up and dumped into here. Took a mixture of Tony seasoning, some of that Head County seasoning, and I threw that in there. Put some water on there. Microwaved it for about 10 minutes. Stopped it at 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Just stir it with a fork, and then took the fork back out, finished cooking it. And then when the 10 minutes are up, I dumped most of the water out. But I left just a small pinch of water in the bottom of the bowl. And then when it came out with most of the water gone, I took some mayo, some spicy mustard powder, and some Prego pizza sauce. And mixed all three of those final ingredients on top of it and mixed it all together. And I don't know, I was just throwing shit together because I was kind of hungry, and this turned out delicious. Like, yeah, the mustard powder with the mayo and the sauces on this are nice. The noodles are nice and soft. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking eating. That. And it's good. Everything with these is just saying yes. There's a creaminess from the mayo in the noodles. Then you get that spiciness of the mustard and that tomato blast from the tomato sauce of the pizza sauce. And then you get the hit of the seasoning from everything else. And it's a nice combination. It's not too fucking spicy. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like ridiculously spicy, but it's got enough to heat up a little bit. It tastes so good, though, that I'm having a hard time putting it down. Nope, not recording a YouTube video. I'm just recording a Facebook Live video. Bullshitting on social media. This one's definitely going in the list of recipes because, I mean, I thought about doing ramen noodle recipes on YouTube and doing different variations, different styles of adding different ingredients and just throwing it together, but I don't know. Literally, that cap just fucking popped off. That was weird. It's good stuff, though. can save that for like breakfast or lunch tomorrow, because that's a happy stomach. But yeah, if you've not checked out S&B mustard, hot mustard powder, that made a nice little addition to that ramen. Now, some of the recipes that I have done in the past, people go, how the fuck do you come up with this shit? And it's like, well, a lot of it's just off the spot, you know. I'll see what ingredients I have and I'll throw something together. And sometimes when I throw something together, it doesn't turn out half bad,